days. We're having that warm weather sticking around, and we're going to have more warm days today. We're going to see warmer temperatures, some drier conditions stick around, but it's going to be the final day before we're going to see a bit of a change. We're going to see that fall weather start to make its return as we start going into our Thursday and stick around for the end of the week. And then we're going to also have some on and off rain chances. That's going to really start picking up for most of us as we get into the overnight hours and continuing through the weekend and even to the beginning of next week. But let's look at here, starting with those temperatures right now. Notice that they are going to be pretty warm again once today. We're going to be getting into the lower 80s further south we go. Once again to northern Minnesota, more into the mid to low 70s there. But so a little bit cooler, and we're going to be a little bit drier. Look at these dew points right now. Notice that are going to probably be more into the 50s, low 60s. So a little drier, a little bit cooler, but still definitely a warm day. Still definitely going to feel like summer as we get out. But notice that this is the graphic I showed you yesterday. We're going to be seeing that change I talked about at this cutoff low. We'll start bringing some cooler weather and showers, and also help from another system that's going to be just to our northeast, also going to help bring in cooler weather. We're going to mostly see that with the winds, though. Look at here as we get into Thursday. The winds are going to pick up, especially by Lake Superior, and they're going to be off the lake, so it's going to bring cooler air off the lake, some winds gusting up to 20, even 30 miles per hour at times. And here's going to the temperatures for Thursday. Notice a lot cooler now. Now we're feeling more like fall once again once we get to tomorrow. Highs are going to be in the upper 50s into the low 70s once you go further south. And then as we go to Friday, similar conditions, again, upper 50s getting into the 60s. And it looks like Friday, all of us are probably not going to be in the 70s. So it's going to be pretty cool overall compared to where we have been over the last few days. Though this is usually we're around where we expect to be this time of year as we get into the latter half of September. But we do have some rain chances. Today we're going to be mostly dry, but we do have some thunderstorms making their way up to the southernmost portions of the Northland. Something to keep an eye on. They're not severe, but they could bring some pretty good downpours and maybe some small hail with them. But for the rest of us, it is going to be pretty dry today. But notice as we start to head into overnight hours going into Thursday morning, we're going to start seeing some more showers and thunderstorms make their way in. Continuing as we go through Thursday, going to Friday, and they're not going to be widespread, but they're going to be scattered in nature. And it just won't be the end of it. We're going to switch over to our longer range forecast now because it's not going to be the end of the rain. As we get to Saturday, still seeing it mostly to our southwest, but still trying to push in. Now we're going to pull this forward as we go all the way even late Monday going into early Tuesday. Rain chances still sticking around here. The system is a part of a cutoff low, and it just means they're really slow moving. These systems just want to hang around. They don't want to move anywhere because it's cut off from the principal flow of the jet stream. And when it comes to the rainfall, it's not going to be all even. It looks like as we get to Friday going into Saturday is going to be the heaviest, as we have on both days a marginal risk for excessive rainfall. So maybe some flash flood might be possible, but probably most definitely going to see the heavier rains when it comes to Friday and Saturday. And we look at our 7-day forecast. So today, enjoy the summer-like weather we're going to continue to have for today. Be the final day before you notice we're going to have that cool down as we get later into the week, and we're going to see those on and off rain chances stick around as well.